Alright, hey there everyone, it's Phantasma Knight. We'll be continuing the Somnium Files, nirvanA initiative. Last time, we unlocked this path. Well, we got locked out of it as well, I think. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, so we got locked out of this path, I believe. No, we finished this path. Hey there, Maduro. Thanks for the alert. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you here. Okay, so last time we went through here, we found that the mysterious woman has the same face as Mizuki. Then they cut us off. We went over here, found out that the body in there was Jin Furui's left half, which they didn't recognize because no one had ever seen the actual Jin Furui. You know, with the percent sign on the left side of his face and everything like that. We found out that Date was disguised as Genny. The real Genny shows up. Amame freaks out and fires the gun with the stun round, and Genny dies when the special assault team starts shooting at them. I have no idea what Boss was thinking. No idea. And now this got unlocked. This was when we synced into Terrors. Let me think. We synced into Terror. Then the left half of his mask came off. Then we saw was Jin Furui, which we now know is actually Uru Somezuki's left half. Although Tokiko, who's also supposed to be dead with, you know, slashed wrists and cut in half, showed up and was talking about how... Wow, I'm trying to remember his name. Chikara Horodori said that his son was almighty, that he has transcended death. No idea what's going on, but let's keep going. Also, I'm pretty sure this was the route where it felt like everything from 6 years ago and everything from the current era has blended together. Yeah? We're going to Marble? Odd, but alright. Oh, didn't read that. Chapter was last.
Oh, you came. Good. Want something to drink? With water? On the rocks? You don't have to be shy. It's on me. It's such a bizarre case, the HB serial killings.
Hey there, Lizard. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I wonder who Mama is talking to right now because our character hasn't spoken back all.
That being said, the facts are fairly straightforward.
Hey, Raft.
Pointing
Nice
out a
to see you
culprit
here as
can't
well.
be too hard. Do you already know? Terror. Who are they, really?
Oh, we got this little thing. Let's just get this out of the way. And I have not been keeping track of all these. Let's see. Retirement. What? Sounds a little insane, but alright, let's click on that. Huh, okay, never mind then. It wasn't that insane after all. Oh, we can't click on Iba's room. Yeah, it's not clear who we're playing as right now. Can I look around the store? No, I can't click on anything. Lizard, you're including me in that how are my people? Then I'm doing just fine. I'm back on track. I finally uploaded one of these VODs onto YouTube again. Hopefully I will be back on schedule. I have not worked on these videos, but I really want to work on those videos because right now my YouTube channel is just a hodgepodge of unwatched VODs, including this one eventually. I'm like 5 episodes behind at this point. Okay, so we know the answer. We were just talking about it. It's Uru Somezuki.
Right. Uru.
Yeah. Same clothes as Jin, just to make it extra confusing.
We know he killed at least 3 people. Jin Furui.
Yeah, this just looks wrong. Like, I feel like the hair, they should have found some way to deal with the hair. That's just wrong.
Chikara Horodori. Andes Komeiji. But why did he kill them? What was his goal?
Productivity doesn't prove much. No, it's not the productivity that I care about. It's productivity is a means to get results. And the results, unfortunately for me, are also a means to get further towards my goal. But regardless, baked chicken drumstick sounds very nice. I doubt he killed Andy's Komeiji for the nirvanA initiative. Chikara Hordori and Jin Furue. It feels like revenge for two of them. Am I going to get... Nah, surely I'm not going to get punished for getting the wrong thing. It feels like it's revenge.
That's true, I suppose. But that wasn't the main reason.
I highly doubt it. He doesn't seem like he went for the nirvanA initiative despite all the BS he spewed. He killed Jin Furue because he absolutely hated the guy. He killed Chikara because he hated the guy as well. Perhaps not to the same extent, or maybe to a great extent, we're not sure. He killed Andy's Komeiji for trying to blackmail him by carrying around half of Jin Furue's body. Nah, I think this is the answer they're looking for. It's just, it's a load of crock, is what it feels like. You know, the villain saying stuff like, I'm killing them to, like, bring them to the new world. You know, that kind of BS. But it just doesn't seem like it when revenge is such a strong motivation.
That's right. The nirvanA initiative. The loony plan to have humans reach moksha. That's why Uru killed the three of them. We can put aside the little details for now.
Oh, revenge
the
is
most
low detail.
concerning
Okay.
aspect of the whole thing is the time difference. The left and right sides of the victims were found 6 years apart. Regarding the first victim, the facts are already in. 6 years ago, on February 10th, Jin Furue's body fell from the ceiling of Devaita. And this year, 5 days ago, also on the 10th, Uru Somizuki's left half was found at the stadium, not Jin's. Plastic surgery and complete organ transplants. It fooled the investigators into thinking they were the same person. But what about the other victims? Chikara, Komeiji, Tokiko. How do you explain those three?
We didn't... That doesn't even explain the first two that we talked about. Because we met her, and he's definitely supposed to be dead. Even though we know it was Jin's body at first, we also saw Uru's body. So he's definitely supposed to be dead. But furthermore, they took like everything on the right side of his body, right? His skin, his hair, his organs. So if they replace Jin's right half with Uru's right half, what does Uru have? Like, yes, I could see the fake skin, but like, does he only have half a set of organs? Does that even work? For some organs, yeah, but all of them? I don't know. For these three, I haven't quite figured it out.
You have good intuition. You might already know.
No, my intuition does not keep up with whatever you're throwing at me, game. The timeline was not in the correct order. Yep, that feels right. That feels right. Professor Brown created a time machine. A DeLorean, perhaps?
Right. In other words, it's not like that. It's like this.
This I did not catch on to. Holy crap.
This is the timeline that you actually experienced. The red and blue lines are intertwined, almost like DNA. You started on the red line from the top.
Oh god.
And then followed the blue line, which led you to this point. You've traversed 4 X's.
Alright. Well, thanks for being here anyway, Raph. Going home from work? Or, well, you can't chat, so never mind.
The left side is 6 years ago, and the right side is this year.
Well, this explains some things, but this is still completely bonkers. I need to look at this timeline again. Like, not on this screen, but like, actually go through each image one by one. And even that, I won't remember the events of each chapter.
To make things easier, we'll call the left side past and the right side present. In other words, you came here, jumping back and forth between past and present, a day at a time, all to end up here. Now do you understand?
Mostly. The question is, Mama, how do you know all this?
Chikara's right half was found the night of the 11th in the past. His left half was found the next morning. Komeji's right half was found on the 13th. His left half was found the next morning at 6 a.m. 6 years have passed, and now we're here. In the present, Tokiko's right half was found on February 12th. The next day, a little past midnight, her left half was found in the basement of Horodori Institute.
Yeah, I definitely didn't try to match up the times. If I wrote it all, if I'd written it all down, maybe it would have made sense. Maybe, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have gotten it though.
Long story short, the left and right halves weren't found 6 years apart. They were all found soon after each other.
This is simultaneously brilliant and at the same time a cheap twist. I don't know how to feel about this. The crazy twist in the first Somnium Files game was it kind of felt like it came out of left field, but like everything clicked together in a similar way to this, I guess. But this was kind of cheap. Like, why are we watching things out of order?
Nothing supernatural here.
But this is like the game just messing with us. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so 6 years ago, met Kizuna, went to Horodori, his institute, went to talk to Tokiko. Oh wow, this is confusing. I I I kind of call BS on this, kind of. Okay, let me check real fast to see. This is 6 years ago. So, man, this is confusing. I feel like that the red line should follow one timeline. So 6 years ago in red, it should be over here. They should change the lines, not the image, not the images. Yeah, okay, so that's confusing. Anyway, let's see. We're playing as Mizuki here. Like, look, Mizuki's all dressed grown up. Like, but this was 6 years ago. When did the explosion happen? Okay, hold on, hold on. God, I'm confused. I feel like I need some time off stream. Like, I need to end the recording to look over this. Maybe I end up cutting this out. Like, I gotta think about this. Like, this is too bonkers to me. Way too bonkers. Okay, so Tokiko definitely died in the present. God, they're really messing with us. But when was the explosion? So, wait, hold on, hold on. So 6 years ago, she already jumped into Tara's mind. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Do I need to go through the whole game again in order? Oh, this is what I get for playing the thing each episode of this game so far apart. I can't make sense of this. This really hurts my head. Okay, no, not there. Not there. Let's see. We've been going out of order. This is nuts. Okay, so this was the explosion. This was indeed the explosion. And okay, no, the game is definitely messing with us because here, in this one, Mizuki was still in her kid appearance, in her kid outfit. You know, the outfit from the first game. But during every segment where we play as Mizuki, like for example these three, and not only is she in her present outfit, but she also has Aiba with her. Now, having Aiba with her is nothing unusual. Having Aiba in her eye socket before she loses her eye is. And that's enough of a contradiction. I'm not going to question it further. Let's just go. Actually, hang on. Let me very quickly go through this. Okay. Investigates the stadium. So, Terror is already dead. Right, this was a Somnium, so that's not important. Okay, Mizuki finds out she's a genetically modified child. Tokiko's doing weird stuff. Eh? Oh, Ryuki bailed before Terror's left half, before the left half of Terror's mask fell off. So he doesn't know, but like no one told him, or was his head already screwed up at the time? I don't get it. We did the sink. We found her body on her desk. Wait, what was going on here again? So Shoma's already all grown up. Okay. Chase after a suspicious figure that gets away, but couldn't see them. I think the TC purge messed with his head. Found the other half of Tokyo's body. Found out about stuff in the basement. Found out about the masked woman. Here's a TC purge test. Um, hmm. Okay, Amame seems to have lost her voice because of the whole thing about running into terror thing. But wait, hang on. That was supposed to happen 6 years ago. What the frick? Why has she lost her voice? I don't get it. Yeah, this was 6 years ago, right? So why has she lost her voice here? The Manu God, what was this going on? Okay, and they cut out the other side routes, the ones that don't connect to the actual timeline. All right, let's go back and do it. Just let's just not worry about it. Wait, I'm here. Yes, are you gonna let me proceed or? Oh, I just hit the escape button. Got it, got it, got it, got it.
Anyway, that's just my genius analysis.
We should put you in charge of this case and just say screw it. We're just gonna go F off, run off to Tommy or something like that. Take a long 6-year vacation.
Oh, but I know what you're gonna say.
I would probably already said it. Go on.
There's still tons of things that can't be explained, right?
Yep. I mean, other than the devs just doing a cheap cop-out maneuver.
Especially, who killed Uru and Tokiko?
Yeah, that's a big question.
Jin, Chikara, Komeiji. It was Terror, Uru, who sliced these three in half. But then Uru was killed in the present, February 10th. Tokiko's body was found after that. So who killed Uru and Tokiko? Well, I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon.
I think we are reaching
By Mizuki,
the end, but...
her friend, and by you, Freyr.
Oh, is Mama actually just talking to the player character?
So
I mean,
anyway,
to the player, and not
good
the player
luck with
character?
the rest of your investigation. I'll be cheering you on.
This is something else doesn't explain. Mama and the trance. We were just talking to trance Mama the whole time?
Who was I just talking to?
Mama was oddly normal, as far as Mama goes, for being in that trance.
Maybe I've had a bit too much to drink.
Clearly, the answer is to drink more.
It's awfully cold tonight.
Ah, jeez. Alright, let's move on with the plot. Iowan Garden. Definitely paused awkwardly there. Something I need to work on, especially wanting to do the streamer thing for a long time. But I don't know how to work on it. How do you speak more eloquently? Oh yes, the other Mizuki. Her left eye is a different color from her right eye, which makes me think she also has an artificial eye.
About Kizzy. Are you sure she's okay?
She's also still barefoot. What's going on with that? I don't get it. The mask? Okay, but barefoot? Why?
Don't worry. I made sure she's fine.
Kizuna went missing. Last night around 11 o'clock, Ryuichi Chieda, her father, contacted Mizuki. Aiba and Mizuki started the search for Kizzy. After a while, she got a call on her phone. It was from her. She told her... Oh, it was from the mysterious woman, I'm assuming, who told Mizuki to meet her here at Iowan.
That makes us... sisters? We're not the same age, but we're like identical twins.
Awkward.
We have almost the same genes. That's crazy. I'm a copy of you.
Or you could both be copies of someone else.
Don't say it like that. But I'm your clone, right? Technically, yes. But our DNA isn't exactly the same.
Is this the same voice actress? Her voice sounds just a little bit different.
My genome was rearranged. Your DNA was modified on top of that, which is why you don't have the symptoms I have.
Ah, the perfected clone.
Basically, you're an upgrade. The perfect version of me. Don't say it like that.
Mizuki's not joking around about being perfect. Anything amusing to click on? I mean, this is serious mood, so maybe the game's actually taking things seriously for once. Despite the fact that they use porno mags in serious fights. Like, I like silliness as much as the next weeb, but come on, that's just a little too much. Dead serious fight. Suddenly, enemies get distracted by magazines. Freaking nudie mags. Like, I mean, at least in Metal Gear Solid, the enemies only get distracted by nudie mags if they're not already alerted. You know, they're just wandering around. Anyway, let's see. So, was Mizuki raised at Iowan as well?
Yeah, the same as me.
Oh, let's put this on autoplay.
When I was 6, you were born at Horadori Institute and sent here. I'm guessing they thought it was too difficult to raise you at the Institute. I remember the day you arrived like it was yesterday. You were still a baby. But the moment I saw you, I got this feeling. I started bawling my eyes out. The people at the facility didn't know we were related. Makes sense. They were told we were from 2 different places, but we're both named Mizuki, and we looked really similar. So to make it easier, everyone started calling me Big Sis. They called you Mizuki.
Ah, that would actually partially explain why why Big Sis here doesn't have a name for most of the game. What was it that Leon called her, though? I don't remember. It was more like a code name, though. Some kind of gemstone. So what happened after that?
They took me to Horodori Institute every so often for examinations. Well, I say examinations. I mean human experiments. I don't think you remember, but they did terrible things. I remember getting shots with needles as big as boba straws. My time with Horodori Institute ended when I was 9, and you were 3.
Okay, look. If the needle was the size of a boba straw, well, I mean, probably the material was probably a little thicker than a boba straw. But seriously, if it was that big, that's what you use to like scoop out like a little cylinder of someone's flesh. You don't inject someone with something that big. It makes no sense.
It shut down and we were finally free. That's about the time you were adopted by the Okiura family. But me? Well, I told you about me, right? You were blind in one eye and had a heart condition. Right. So it was hard to find a family who would take me. Ultimately, it was Mr. Chieda, the chairman. So when you were 9, you were adopted by the Chiedas. I spent the next 6 years there. Up until I was 15, I lived under the same roof as Kizuna. I see. That's why she called me Big Sis.
I'm trying to remember. No, I think Mizuki had already met Mr. Chieda before we met him. I wonder how he reacted when he saw this girl. He probably knew, right? Didn't he? That bastard probably already knew. If he didn't, I wonder how he reacted. Okay, so what about after that?
You said something about an eccentric woman?
Oh,
Yeah, I was adopted by her.
it's Boss. I was right, wasn't I?
Do you mean...
That would also explain why Boss never told us about her. If she looked and had the same name as Mizuki.
Shizue Kuranushi. Boss.
There
Which
we
is
go.
why my name is Mizuki Kuranushi now. You think that sounds kinda lame, huh?
Yeah, well, the other Mizuki's last name is Date, and she thinks Date is just plain lame.
No, it's not that.
Although, Boss never goes by her name. And Date? Has anyone ever called him Kaname? Why did Boss adopt you?
You know how we're stronger than everybody else?
That is an
Maybe she
asset.
thought I'd come in handy. So she wanted to make you work for her. I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what she told me. Boss taught me how to fight. After she adopted me, she trained me hard every day. 6 years ago, when I was 18, I was hired as a top secret member of Abyss. Boss wanted someone who she could rely on. Someone who would never betray her. She trusted me to handle the most sensitive situations. Basically, I'm like a ninja. Well, a kunoichi. Which is why my existence at Abyss had been hidden. The only people who know are Boss, Pewter, and Ryuki. Ryuki? Why? I wonder.
But... Right, Ryuki never saw her without her mask. So he couldn't ID her. Why were you hiding your identity?
If I revealed myself to you, you would want to know everything. And one way or another, you'd find out. You'd find out that your genes were spliced. That your real parents aren't Renju and Shoko. I didn't want you to end up like me. I wanted you to live a normal life. As normal as possible, anyway. Get a normal job, a normal husband.
Okay, stop right there. A normal husband would never, ever be able to handle Mizuki. that's just impossible.
Get married, start a family, live happily ever after. A life like that. But if I showed up, I would ruin all that. That's what I thought, at least. I see. Well, why didn't you tell me 7 years ago in November? I was already well on my way to an abnormal life at that point. Maybe that's true.
Heh. About February 6 years ago. Okay, so maybe there was enough of a time passage. Like what? It was like 6 months between the end of the previous game and the beginning of this one. So maybe it was already at that point where they're like events from 7 years ago instead of calling it 6 years ago. So, okay, about February 6 years ago.
It's like I told you. I want to know who did this to me.
Was it in
I know that
Chikara?
Chikara was the mastermind, but I want solid proof. That's why I was investigating him and his institute. Then, out of the blue, he gets killed. That's why I started following the HB case.
I'm thinking about like all the people left. Who could the suspects be? And honestly, actually, at the moment, only one suspect comes to mind right now. It's Ryuki. That's the only one I could think of right now. I'm just gonna take a moment real quick to check through the files. It could be Gen, but I feel like he's got enough of an alibi. Like, Ryuki's the one who keeps disappearing. And who knows what's going on in his head. Amame? Maybe if Gen had actually died, but I don't think he dies in this timeline. Leon, he's not... I don't want to say he's not ballsy enough, but he's not, I guess, crazy enough. He's, highly unlikely, unless it turns out she can walk the whole time. And even then, I feel like she's too sweet a girl to go around committing murders. Shoma? Oh god, I could actually see it. I could see it. It was his robot that was dragging along the Uru's body at the stadium. And 6 years ago, his father was killed by terror. Oh god, it could actually be him. Like, Ryuki's a little insane, he's got his whole justice thing going on, but Shoma has a legit motive, and there is circumstantial evidence pointing towards him. Like, oh come on, even the eyes are different. Like, I get transplanted organs and all that, but come on, even the eyes are different. That's just... Could be lost, we don't know what's going on with her. I doubt it, though. She's a crooked cop, but she's a cop. And Pewter, I strongly doubt it, but he pulled some unexpected stuff in the last game. Date, no way in heck. Iris, she's insane, but in a completely different way. Oda, nope. 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 A little nuts, but nope. No way in heck. Yeah, almost as unlikely. Skills: stalking, stakeouts, taking the scenic route, and music. Hold up, what's this guy's deal? Huh. This guy strikes me as odd. He seems to have the least relation to the case so far. Kagami does not count. No, they actually covered up his name. Okay, I said I was gonna do it real quick. That already took too long. And I suppose I'll just click on something here. I don't even know what these are. Alright, back to the plot. So, February, 6 years ago. Let's keep going. Asked her about what happened back then, and she told Mizuki the details of what happened on the 12th and the 14th. On the 12th... Huh. Tara left that message. With the balloons. And then went to get Somnium. And then went to the Horridor Underground. Wait, no. The Horridor Underground was where we found Tokyo's body, I thought. Right, the abandoned factory incident. I wish they'd give us a better summary than that, but whatever.
If you do, I will kill her. I have an abundant amount of money. Even if I were to die, the assassins I've hired would still find her.
I see. That's why you didn't talk about what happened 6 years ago. But I think it's okay to start talking now. Why? I was
Terra's
able
already
to
dead.
freeze all of Terror's hidden accounts.
Oh.
We don't need to worry about any assassins anymore.
I bet you don't remember anything from February 6 years ago, do you?
I do not. My body was destroyed in the explosion at the cathedral. The Abyss communication network was also offline, so there was no
Inconvenient.
backup taken.
By
Alright,
the way,
start
I'm
info
curious.
dumping on us.
Why were we given the same name?
Yeah, that seems
I
kind
don't
of lame.
know. Maybe they didn't really care about the name. But wouldn't that make it harder to tell us apart at the Institute? I don't think they had any trouble.
They probably use
We
a
had
number.
code names at Horadori Institute. I was Mouse, and you were Rabbit. And you remember what they called us at Iowan, right? You were Big Sis, and I was Mizuki. Yeah. Is that what I called you? No. You were still little. You couldn't talk much. You just called me Bibi. Bibi? Yeah. Bibi, huh? Anyway, we've already spent enough time here.
Huh. Didn't we see this name somewhere? Or am I mixing up my series? Because I know a manga series where someone called a character BB. Speaking of which, the whole thing about one person being a clone to the other, a modified clone to the other, but close enough in age that they're sisters and not, like, you know, like parent and child. This reminds me of something else I was reading spoilers about recently, but I probably shouldn't talk too much about which series it was. Similar deal, though. Except I don't think either of them knew about each other's existence until they were both fully grown.
Don't be wasting time like this. Good point. There's still tons we don't know about the HB case.
Now let's start getting to investigating.
Follow me. I want to show you something. Huh? What is it? Oh, no. It's nothing. Let's go, BB.
That face. Yeah, the story feels like it's winding down a little bit. Achievement unlock, informant. Personas, I think it said? Something. Yeah, the story's wacky, and it's starting to click a little bit. It was getting head-scratchingly frustrating.
Ah! What the fuck? This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears.
Jeez, just relax.
I can't just relax. What is this corpse doing here? And why are Kizzy and Leon here? Oh, and most importantly, who the hell is this?
What? Isn't it obvious?
No,
Wait.
it's not.
You're that stupid porno mag collecting old man.
No.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that? Where is Genny? What are you doing here? And one last thing. Where have you been the past 6 years? Why didn't you try to contact me?
I'm sorry, Mizuki.
A porno mag collecting old man. Yes, indeed. Your adopted father. Who you still call by your last name. I mean, by his last name, even though you share the same last name now. Dase, why are you still wearing that outfit? Get out of there. You look ridiculous in Genny's outfit without the mask on. I mean,
Okay. I think I kind of get it.
Genny looks bad enough with the mask
6
on.
years
but-
ago, Date lost his memory when the ceiling collapsed on him. Then he got captured by terror but managed to escape.
And
He's
he's been
good at
wandering
that.
the Earth for the past 6 years.
5 days ago, on the 10th, he heard the news about Jin's body being found.
And finally got his memory back.
That's right.
Okay, so they pulled a similar thing in the first game. They force you to go through all these alternate routes where things just go really, really bad. Then they get back to the main route and it's like, okay, you know everything now. They didn't do this information overload to the main character though. Main character just kind of figures stuff out, kind of remember things he shouldn't. Which makes me wonder about the whole parallel world thing. Okay, so Aiba's voice reaches Date's brain now. That's because there's a reception device in his left eye socket. You can mute her by turning it off, but that's a real hassle, so it's still on. Same thing for Kurunushi and Mizuki. She hears her voice too. Kuronishi Mizuki is kind of long. So I guess Aiba would just call her BB as well. Wait, so that's not an AI ball? That's just another receptor thing? No, it's gotta be an AI ball. Date's wearing an eye patch. Okay, so what in the blazes is going on here? These two wasn't there this whole deal going on with her father blackmailing him? Or rather blackmailing her with his life. So, why are you here?
There's a reason I'm here with Kizzy.
Yes, tell me.
I got a call from my old pal Date.
That's a decent
I asked
reason.
him to unlock something for me.
And you
Are you
listen.
talking about the freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
It was a different lock this time.
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman? I was there too.
So, what time is it?
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m.
Well past my bedtime.
Daybreak is close.
Actually, that 4:25 a.m. would probably be my usual bedtime if I didn't have work in the morning. I unfortunately do not have VODs in my first playthrough. I played that entirely off camera, like that was before I started streaming. Not entirely true. I trailed off on it, and then partway through, I was just like... partway through, I found out the second game had just come out. I was like, I didn't even know there was a second game one. And I went back and played the first one, and it was pretty amazing. Oh boy. Also, I said this before, but the first game I was mostly like lounging on my bed, just, you know, wireless controller, just sprawled out, bag of chips on the side. Can't quite do that when I'm streaming. I got this headset on for one thing. Although I can easily connect my computer to the TV, that's no problem. So about BB.
I've known her for a long time. She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff. Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out.
Mizuki's name comes from crystal. The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral. Most often recognized as quartz.
Wait, so you were in a Thieves Guild, BB?
She probably ran
Snow isn't letting up.
Don't change the subject.
So, Kizuna, didn't you go missing?
I am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I
Eloped.
plan to elope.
What?
May I ask why?
You know, her father
Kizzy's
threatening them.
father won't accept me.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me,
That's when I suggested that we run off together.
and I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah. They're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Go to Tommy, that's where
Right.
everyone ends up.
We need some more time to think about it.
It still boggles my mind. I know, like, her father's the typical rich a-hole, but, like, seriously, he says stuff like he's a criminal who would never be worth anything. And then he does stuff like, I'm gonna send him to prison even though he's not doing anything wrong. It's like, the hypocrite much? I don't know if that's directly hypocritical, but eh. Okay, so about BB.
I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
Stop
so
that.
confusing.
Anyway, Mizuki Date, I will call you Little Big Sis from now on.
That's confusing.
And you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Big Sis.
Still, just as confusing.
I know Mizuki is oddly mature for how bratty she is, but you should just call her little sis. Like, come on. Mizuki is BB's clone. Date already knows this. BB told him. But Kizuna and Leon don't know this yet. They think they're just sisters. I mean, close enough, right? I didn't mean to click on the counter. I was like, wait, are you insulting Kizuna? She actually has a bit of a chest. So, did you tell your dad about running away?
I have told him that I am safe and sound.
That's true.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
So, are you okay? Are you cold? Do you need something? Leon, run and get it.
It is snowing outside, but do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong.
That is slightly less cheesy than what I was thinking of, honestly. So, where's the Ryu Genny?
I don't know. Not here.
It's fine. I know where he is.
Same dismissive
Don't you have
attitude
an
as
idea
Misty. Do you have an idea? Where? Ota's place? Doing shopping? I don't know. So, BB.
BB. What? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name.
This is gonna be weird. I mean, she always knew she had a little sis, but now the little sis is kind of acting like a little sis. Thankfully, they're both equally arrogant. It's gonna work out just fine. When did you find out about the corpse in the freezer?
Last night, Date called me out of the blue. He told me about the corpse. And how he was pretending to be Genny.
They just have
And everything else he knew.
the corpse up against the side of the shelf so you don't have to see the inside of it. They don't have it covered up or like sitting on like a stretcher or anything like that. No, it's just have him just sitting in the corner. So, I have to read this out. The stupid, perverted, porno mag collecting old man. Also, her adopted father. Ugh. Why are you pretending to be Genny?
I know that Horadori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horadori Institute.
I didn't think he was
But
welcome there
why do
anymore.
you still look like that here?
Horadori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them.
Wait, so the guy that they experimented on, the guy whose life they ruined before he was even born, they just come here for a meal? Seems a little awkward. Did they also forget that he has monster strength and a reason to be pissed off at them? So why reveal your identity now? Because it's the end of the game?
I'm gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, their nirvanA initiative. So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago. He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I had, then told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Basically.
Wait, what was that image? Wait, what? Okay, I'm lost. So does that mean that was not the Mizuki we knew, but it was the masked woman? Because there was at one point where like she had gotten shocked by, oh god, at the very least, it was her during. God dang it. It was her who jumped into Terra's mind during the sink. The reason why she's so pissed off at Ruki is because Ruki shot her with a stun bolt, disabling Aiba at the time. The reason why she then had her little like seizure-like moment after the sink, even though she was supposedly fine at the time, was because it wasn't due to the shock round, it was because she always had a heart condition. Game, you're messing with me too much. Okay, Date. Let her say this one thing.
What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
That's a pretty big
No,
reason.
It's not that. Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that.
No, not that either.
She's blushing.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time, so I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that.
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
No.
All right, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki? I'm home.
Welcome back, Date.
Oh,
But
it
that's
was
not what
that.
I wanted to say.
Oh, okay, I was right.
I threw away all your porno mags.
Ah! I mean, she's a young lady living by herself. She's 18 now, meaning that she was living by herself from the age of like 12 to 18. What do you think she was gonna do with that collection of porno mags? Keep it as a reminder of you? Oh, that's great. Who is the corpse in the freezer? We know, Mizuki doesn't.
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse? Why is it in the freezer?
Oh, that was not the
It's
last
better
thing we were
that you see
supposed
for yourself.
supposed to talk
Let
about.
me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
It's half.
Yeah, we saw this in a different timeline.
So, you finished reading the file.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a different timeline, or were we playing as the other Mizuki?
Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin. Jin Furue. That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Uru Sumizuki.
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Komeiji.
Sort of, but it's the game that's committing time shenanigans against us. The plot isn't, but like, it's so messy. So I'm not completely clear because earlier they told us what was going on, but they didn't quite explain it. But I think I was playing as Bibi during part of the Mizuki sequences, especially the 6 years ago sequences. But the thing was, I hate this. I don't know if the game. So earlier I was complaining that even during the 6 years ago sequences, she was dressed up as present day Mizuki. Okay, let me start from the beginning. So first we play as Ruki 6 years ago. Then we play as Mizuki in the present day. Turns out that's not what happened at all. Every day that passes, they switch the two. So we played as Ruki both in the past and the present. We played as Mizuki in the past and the present. Thing is, we played as this Mizuki in the past. I think that's what's going on. Oh, that is frustrating. If that's true, then this Mizuki was dressed like present Mizuki. And she had Aiba, which is a different eye color from whatever she's wearing right now. It's... The game is effing with us. There's no time travel. They just want to make it seem that way by giving us the events out of order. And well done, when done well, it could be very good. I feel like this game is frustrating. It is borderline... It's on that border between brilliant and a I'm gonna hard uninstall right now. What's in the box? Oh, this thing again. Let's just click this. I have unfortunately not played the nonary games. I can't even say that word. What kind of experience do you need to write light novel? Disarming a military base alone. Go. Oh, that's crazy. Did it 3 times, huh? Lie. I'm kidding. I've heard that they're good, but I haven't played them. Let's see, this is by Spike Chunsoft, right? So I only played Danganronpa and only the first one, and then I played the first Somnium Files game. I played the demo for Zanki Zero, but I haven't played the full game of that either. X-ray.
What's this? There's some kind of device in there.
Gas
It appears
disposal.
to be a jet-like nozzle device.
And Ruki just opened it and got sprayed in the face. That's probably why he's acting unhinged. He got blasted by TC Purge, just like the doc guy, the Yakuza doc guy.
The box appears to have some kind of jet-like nozzle device inside.
Baron pervert. Agreed, but I mean, he's a cool pervert. So about Jin Furue,
I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
he dead.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young.
He got
I
it
don't
worse?
think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Remember what it said in Uru's diary?
Yeah, but Uru didn't want organs taken from him either. I'm pretty sure Uru had it worse.
He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin. So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will? I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
So, you changed?
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
I don't remember we were... No, we were actually in their room at some point, but... Date and Mizuki's room has this, like, a coat rack. Not a coat rack, I don't know what it's called. Some kind of clothing holding thing, maybe it's called a clothing rack. With several copies of the exact same outfit he's wearing right now, and the outfit that she used to wear in the past. Because anime characters, you know? Same outfit all the time. Lean and Kizuna aren't here right now. We split like Brahmin.
They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were going to think hard about where to go.
I'm telling you, go to Otami. So, when did you get here?
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the four of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuna down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
Found. It kind of looks like you just kicked it open. I forgot how we found it. I think we just busted it open as well. Well, in a different timeline. So anyway, how did you find out?
I used Marco's X-ray function. Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye. He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much. Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
That's unfair.
I know Iba really well. We were partners 6 years ago. When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Iba. But Iba and Date? Yeah, Iba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes.
It's kinda sad. I made so many memories with you, Iba.
They pretty much have the exact same personality, BB and R Mizuki. I wonder if we should give R Mizuki a nickname. They both use pipes too. I guess that was supposed to be another clue, huh? The fact that she also had a pipe. So what are they fighting?
Well, you see, I was so preoccupied with my work.
Lies.
No. It was because you tried watching VR porn while Iba was still in your left eye.
That does sound like something that would make me very angry.
I told you a million times, it was just a watermelon splitting video.
The chick was probably in a bikini, but fair enough. So what happened up until now?
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait, Shoma has an older sister?
A mame.
Yeah.
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A mame doi.
Really?
Okay, my problem with the way that the story is unfolding now is that it makes it feel like our Mizuki hasn't done squat. Half the stuff we went through with her happened in the past with this other girl. And now the bunch of stuff we found out in other timelines are just getting info dumped at us through characters who apparently did all the work. Well, I don't know what our Mizuki was doing. Getting frustrated, I guess.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somazuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin.
What about the organs?
Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Along with the hair?
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
Look at those eyes. A skin graft doesn't explain that.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
In essence, there was only one body that they thought was located 6 years apart
ago,
from its other
why
half.
did Uru cut the bodies in half? That was for the nirvanA initiative, right?
Crap, more stuff that our Mizuki doesn't know. It feels like she hasn't done squat in this game.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the nirvanA initiative still happening? I mean, after all, Terror's dead. Right, the mastermind is dead. But you saw it. On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misatan.
Oh, that's true. We saw an image
That
of
was
Terror.
It was definitely Uru's voice, but Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died. Which means...
The main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the nirvanA initiative.
When, where, how? We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits. Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the nirvanA initiative?
It'd be kind of weird they did it.
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
Okay, what do we have in store now?
There's nothing over here.
You would think that, right? But check this out.
Open sesame!
Is this actually gonna work? Didn't think so.
Marco, please.
I see, he was hoping for Marco to play along. What is that? Oh, that's just his hand.
What is this?
Do you like it? Erotic, isn't it?
Shut
How
up,
is
Ade.
this in any way erotic?
Much more erotic than watermelon splitting.
Let's get going. Yeah. What? What does this mean?
It means exactly what you see.
There are 2 cathedrals?
Apparently
right.
so.
Mizuki, look.
Ryuki.
I'm here too.
Tama,
Hey, Tama,
How
good
is
to see
Ryuki
you're
doing?
good to see you're alive.
It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been like this for hours.
We still never figured out what causes him to just freeze up sometimes when he sees some of those videos. If he hadn't, I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that Andy's Komeiji wouldn't have died. So, why are you here?
Date called me.
Yeah. I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse in Tokiko's file?
He did, yep. And then he came here through the hidden passage.
You okay? That's a no.
He appears to at least be breathing. Might not be if there was rope and a branch in here. This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets. And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that? Yeah, Terra detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place. If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Easy. He had his reasons.
I also implemented a self-destruct program. If I activate it, she'll be lost forever.
We are awfully attached to our AI balls, aren't we? They're like family. So about Kizuna. No response.
I heard. So she eloped, huh? It had nothing to do with the video. It was just Ryuki's active imagination.
Right. She disappeared in both timelines. We thought it was the one of those videos prior to the nirvanA trial. Right, and one in the past, she disappeared because Terra kidnapped her, and in the present, she disappeared because of the quote video, but she just ran away. Okay. So, what about the self-destruct program in Tama? Gone now, I'm assuming.
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted. That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him.
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what, I will protect Ryuki. But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terra's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
Jeez. On the one hand, it's like, man, you just risk yourself for an AI, you risk everyone you know for an AI. But on the other hand, they are like family. You might call her an AI, but like, they are very close to each other. He protected her, she protected him. Even though they both dislike criminals. So, about Ryuki.
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago, It made my heart condition worse. It affected my work. I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half, but I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you.
So you shot at her with a bolt-action rifle. What were you doing with a bolt-action rifle?
You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
Ah. Seems a little pissed. You still haven't explained why you're walking around barefoot, my dear. What about you, good sir? Anything to say? 2 cathedrals, huh?
Marco, can you send Iba the data?
Got it. Opening it. It is a cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
Terror blew up the west one. This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror. What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
The one connected to the Nice building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything. If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? You said, I'll become a hero of justice. If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Mr. Date. Everyone,
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry. Come climb up here.
You mean...
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So...
Okay.
Man, Dante was a screwball in his own way, but the main characters of this game. Oi, what was that right there? Instead of Marco, it's Maruko, which I guess is how you would write it in Japanese, or rather, in Romaji, but I think that makes more sense. Marco didn't mean anything to me, but Maru, I think, could mean round? I'm not quite sure. Or a similar root, anyway. So, they shared data, and Date got some of the data as well through his eye socket. Anything that wasn't recorded electronically, they shared verbally. Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year, all the information, including Somnia, from top to bottom.
So, the first thing on the agenda is stopping the nirvanA initiative.
When? Where? How? We don't know anything about it.
We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look.
Ryuki, can you tell us more about the nirvanA initiative?
Yeah. I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
We're not gonna watch the video again, are we? I don't like those videos. They don't actually give us any information. And they're creepy. Okay, let's back out of this unrelated thing. I don't know why I'm doing these. Kind of feels like a waste of time, especially since I'm still streaming. Wait, what was that? A guy whose little head does all the thinking. Oh gosh.
Why are you talking to me? It's Ryuki's turn, isn't it?
Don't worry about me. You should talk to Ryuki.
Okay, Ricky, what you got? Talk
Uru
to us
created 3 videos. QR video, nirvanA trial, and nirvanA X.
Okay, so what's
the QR video was the first.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
Merely a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but...
It's just an urban legend. Remember.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing. The nirvanA trial. It was uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of nirvanA X, the third video, for testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the nirvanA trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge. If you open the box, it triggers.
Okay, hold the phone. There's a problem with having a puzzle on the same door for everyone to find that has locations for several different keys. Namely, if you take a key, no one else can take that same key. If you don't work together, guess what? Suddenly you don't have all the keys. I guess you could have multiple copies of each key, in which case, what's to stop some weirdo from saying, "This is mine, I found the secret, no one else is gonna get to it." Unless you could, like, go to an office somewhere and they're like, "Congratulations, you found us. We will now give you 1 key. Make sure to collect them all." Heh. So about TC Purge.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons.
Sounds pretty bad.
It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird things over and over.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip. Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing unpredictable things. Crazy things. Over, over.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge because I opened the box.
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it. And he can't spread it either. Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem. Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge, and as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets, and a lot of suicides.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now. To raise the curtain on the main event.
Friggin' nanomachine hypnosis virus, basically. So, about the main event.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
All over the city.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of the designer, simultaneously, a
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
Even if this nirvana thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
I need to write down a list of my 30 complaints about the nirvanA initiative. Or is it 4? I don't know. Although I guess I've said it enough times, I probably don't need to say them again. So, when's the plan going to happen?
The final video, nirvanA X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Noon, today.
Iva, what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
We barely have 4 hours left.
Everyone else is pretty calm about it. Where's it gonna happen?
Well,
we don't know.
My guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
Well, don't rely on me to figure out the puzzle for this.
No.
The puzzles for this game.
I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
Oh, I remember something Bibi said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue.
Right.
Well, in that case, there is one person. I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information. I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.
Oh, Amame. Oh, this is a little surreal. Watching two Mizukis on rocket bikes. Huh. Was it Amame? I didn't even think about her, but she definitely has motive to kill the terror.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Big sis!
Amame!
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin. I'm the reason it's there. It's my fault.
Sure,
6 years ago,
what about the other corpses?
February 11th, my father called me here. Shoma wasn't here. Only my father and have a corpse.
Mame told us that Jin's body was hidden on the floor, the same body half that was in the suitcase. Mommy said that she'd take care of it. She brought it again, and they stored it in the freezer at Brahmin. And they checked the keys in the ocean and left it there for 6 years.
I asked him to do it.
He's still an
Shoma
accomplice.
has nothing to do with this. He just found out too.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
Wait, it's not Shoma? Okay, they're now telling everyone they meet.
You can tell us more about what
the
you know
recap
at
of the
the
game.
station.
Amame, will you come with us?
No, no! I don't care what you say! You can't take Big Sis away!
I agree with Shoma. I don't want you taking Amame away.
What's the problem?
We just want to talk.
Wait, Amame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
What are you saying?
Amame didn't kill anyone!
Huh. The reason why we want to talk to her.
Mame, you know something important, don't you? Something about the nirvanA Initiative and Terror. Maybe something about Tokiko. That's what we're here to find out.
We don't need to see these things. Come on, why are you protecting your big sis? Gee, what do you think? Telling Genny to move aside? He hasn't been cooperative so far. So, 6 years ago on February 13th...
6 years ago on February 13th, you saw Terror, didn't you, Mame?
At Studio Devita?
What happened back then? What did he say? You still haven't told us. I looked into her head yesterday, but there was nothing on what happened at Devita. But in the Somnium, Mame said...
nirvanA. Collected. Genocide.
Which would mean you know something about the nirvanA initiative.
About Komeiji.
Well...
I know this is a touchy subject, so let me say it. Terror killed Komeiji, your father. It stands to reason that you absolutely despise Terror.
Are you saying she killed him?
That's ridiculous!
It's not, actually. Revenge is a very common, and in my opinion, and very understandable motive. February 10th this year.
5 days ago, on February 10th, did you meet with Tokiko? We don't have hard evidence, but a witness saw you.
Anyway, Mame headed into Horadori Institute by herself. I saw another person follow her in right after. It was Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure, president of NICE Japan.
Right, and the slicing machine is underneath Horadori Institute. Wow, that's awkward. The victim went right to the murder location. The one murder location that they specifically needed. In February 12th this year.
Ryuki looked into Tokiko's head. 3 days ago, on February 12th, he saw Tokiko threatening someone.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
Could Tokiko have been threatening you, Amame?
Threatening her about what, though?
You finished that robot, right?
Oh, yeah.
You named it Robo-G, huh?
Yeah, it's the second one, like a second child, so I named him Robo-G. He's much more powerful than before. It can hold so much more weight than the previous model.
Like half a
Wait
corpse.
A minute, who cares? Could you people just leave?
The guy who doesn't put the toilet seat down. Ah, Mizuki, did you fall in? I know some people are touchy about that. Probably shouldn't joke about it. By the way...
Did you get rid of the Cleone in the fridge?
No. We don't have much time. We need to do something about Shoma and Genny.
What? The TC Purge? I told you already. I've developed a resistance to it.
You develop a
But
resistance
your
to a
brain's neurons
nanomachine.
are still affected, right?
Yeah,
Nanomachine
but
virus.
those symptoms are being held in check with some special medicine.
It's not mass-produced, so we can't give it to too many people, if that's what you're thinking.
Unfortunate. Like, seriously, what's the point of asking this? Why are you protecting Mame? Like, come on, she's family?
I won't let you. She's my sister.
But we're not here to arrest Mame.
The statute of limitations for abandoning a corpse is 3 years.
She can't be prosecuted for hiding a body 6 years ago.
But... I have a bad feeling.
A bad feeling?
If she's not guilty of anything, then that's all the more reason you can't take her. I'm not gonna let anyone drag her away.
She is his only family,
I
love.
already lost my dad. If you take Big Sis, I'm... When I was in first grade, Big Sis gave me a radio-controlled toy. That's how I got into building things. She took me to robot expos and bought me books and parts, and she's working hard to save money to send me to college. These last 6 years have been hell. It was hard and painful. Sometimes I wanted to die, but she's always cheered me up and supported me.
During all of the gene therapy.
Big Sis always protected me. Now it's my turn to protect her. She's more important to me than my own life. So, if you're gonna take her, you're gonna have to kill me first.
Shoma.
The whole time switcheroo is probably a big reason why they decided not to age up Shoma. They... That's actually somewhat clever. And here, I remember joking about how they just... Or it wasn't me, but... but I do remember joking about how the devs just want to reuse assets. But they actually kind of gave a reason for it. I mean, they did give a reason for it. They made up plot reasons for it so they could reuse assets. No, but I think they also... I mean, they... I was thinking about how to phrase it, but no, it gets too confusing. It wasn't just that he didn't age, but it was also... They couldn't let him age or else the cat would be out of the bag.
Do you hate Terror? The man who killed your father? Terror's plan is still ongoing. The nirvanA initiative? It's going to bring Nye's madness to the whole world. We need to talk to Mame in order to stop it. Do you want Terror to win? Don't you want to stop his plan? Destroy his ambitions? Isn't that the only way to get closure for your father's death?
Not sure you should be telling anyone.
Terror. If you want revenge, please. We need your help, Shoma.
I'm not sure you should be telling anyone about how they should handle their grief. Not because you aren't qualified to talk about it, because no one wants to hear you say stuff like, that's what your father would have wanted. No one wants to hear that. Guinea, please move aside.
Sorry. I can't let you do that. I came here to protect Amame. Date. If only you didn't find the body in the freezer.
I'm trying to tell you we're not here to arrest anyone.
But I just can't let you.
Again, you're not making any sense.
Says the crazy person.
Are you hiding something?
Huh. But Mame.
Amame accepted every part of me. She saw me for who I was. It wasn't out of pity or sympathy. Her accepting me came naturally, like it was nothing. I've never met anyone like her, and I need to care for her the way she's cared for me. I promise to protect Amame, so I can't let you.
Kenny. That's all the more reason then.
If you really have those feelings for her.
If we do nothing, Terror will accomplish his mission.
A terrible virus is going to spread.
The world will devolve into chaos. No one will be safe.
Not even Amame.
No.
So you need to help us.
We need Mame's information to stop this plan.
Amame must know something.
Are you okay with ruining her future?
Don't you want to protect her?
Then please.
Bit of a low blow, but I mean, this is what we've been trying to say the whole time. Ref, to answer your question, Raincoat, I'm not sure if I even know about the game, so I can't say I have any interest, but it's not like I have disinterest in it. If it's from this developer, though, I have hopes for it. Honestly, I felt like this game was, or this game series is a bit wonky at times, like how I keep bringing up the whole nudie mag being used in an actual battle, but, you know, it's got its moments. It's definitely got some intense moments, unmatched by any games I've played in a while. I guess I don't play a whole lot of like murder mystery type games. They do seem to be pretty good at it though. My problem with, you know, I might be interested in playing it. I don't know if I'm going to stream it though, because I've fallen off hard on like keeping pace with this game and Valkyria Chronicles as well. Between those two and Invisible Ink, I filled up my schedule for the week and then started dropping off horribly. I don't know if that's just falling off from my motivation as a streamer, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm gonna have to start thinking about the kind of games I play on stream, especially as a regular schedule, or at least limit the number of games I have regularly scheduled, so I could spend some days of the week just gaffing off. Still streaming, of course, just not playing anything in particular. Anyway, who do we talk to now? Didn't we already talk to everyone? Oh, we didn't x-ray the closet, that's what we're missing.
No way.
A thermite bomb.
A what?
You're right.
It sure is.
That little... Hey, Shoma, What is this?
It's a bomb. A thermite bomb.
I know that!
Then why did you ask?
Why is it here?
I made it.
You made it?
Thermite reactions are pretty simple. You can make one easily using common products.
But why did you make it?
Well, to get revenge for my dad. I wanted to get terror.
You were going to use this on him?
That'd be awfully fitting.
But I guess it has no use now.
You know what? Using a thermite bomb on Terror would be fitting. But chopping him in half? It's almost delicious. I just need to know who killed him, but...
Terror is dead, right?
Yep, sliced in two. Body just kind of
Damn it!
desecrated.
You just made the situation so much worse.
Let's decide what to do about that later.
Right. There is a more pressing issue.
What are we going to do?
The two of them aren't going to budge.
I really don't want to do this, but if we have to use force...
No, you can't do this!
Yeah, I won't let you take Big Sis!
Yanni, Shoma, that's enough.
Amame.
Big Sis.
It's okay. I'll come back right away. Promise.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You promise?
I promise.
Now, Mame.
Shouldn't you be making the other people promise?
Let's go.
Not her. Okay, if we're going to another sink, it might be time to call it an episode. I think I'm gonna call it an episode.
Is Ryuki gonna be okay? We left him there.
Well, we had to.
We couldn't just leave the bomb unattended.
So you left Ryuki to keep an eye on things.
The bomb squad should be headed to Shoma's house right now.
It's quite a shock, though. Amame was the one who killed Uru and Tokiko.
I never said that.
But she's suspicious as all hell, isn't she?
So are you, boss?
Regardless of how suspicious she is, she should know something about the nirvanA initiative.
When Ryuki synced into her yesterday, he didn't find anything.
Do not worry. I received the Somnium data from Kama. Because we are returning for a second time, we should be able to go deeper than we did previously.
All right, we're ready to go.
Okay, you could sync
Start
into
it up.
someone the next day. It's like... Does a 6-minute time limit really mean anything anymore? Can you just sync into them day after day after day until you find
I'm
what you're
sure
looking
you
for?
already know this, but the time limit inside Somnium is...
Oh my god, alright already. If you say it one more time, I'm gonna sock you.
Mizuki, if you know what it is,
Okay.
you should repeat it back to him to let him know that you know.
Let's begin.
There is a reason why warnings are said all the time. Because no matter what task it is, no matter what job it is, someone somewhere will be dumb enough to forget about the rule and do it. Like myself. Okay, we're just gonna quit out of this right. Ooh, Sunfish Pocket. Okay, this might be a slightly more fun. Oh, whoa, what's that on the wall? That was an anglerfish, wasn't it? Okay, we're just gonna start from the Somnium next time. But yeah, for now, we're just gonna back off here. Music screen's fitting place to put it. Okay. Well, we're gonna end the episode here. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Hope you had some fun. And we will continue the Somnium next time. For now, have a good evening. Goodbye.